So this is going to be a real easy job today. What we're going to do is we're going to take that little steering wheel trim piece right there. We're going to take that off and we're going to change the color on that. So I'm tired of looking at the silver piece on the steering wheel.
This is a Ryan Little production.
So we originally filmed this video a few weeks ago, but the video didn't turn out so great, you know, with the bad lighting and everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and redo it on my car. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna measure from this line on up, which is really easy to do, and my camera slipped. All I'm gonna do is grab a cheap measuring tape, a marker, and I'm gonna get my drill. All I'm gonna do is measure 1.5 inches from that seam right there, and right dab in the middle. It should get me right there. I think that's in the middle. Does it look like it's in the middle? No? Okay. Let me go ahead and fine tune that. That's about 1.5 inches-ish. So it doesn't have to be exactly 1.5 inches. You can just ballpark it. As long as you get in the middle, you'll be able to aim your screw in the direction of that screw that's holding that trim piece in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my drill now. I got my cheap Target drill that I have right here and some drill bits. I think I'm gonna use a 1/4 inch drill bit just to make room for the screwdriver. And here you go. So now that the hole is drilled, I can see the screw, and I don't know if I'll be able to get it with the angle. I think I can. I think it's coming right out. Holy shit. Boom, it's out. Check that out. So as I was unscrewing it, this piece was coming out this way. So, and you can see the screw is stuck in there. Let's see if I can get it out. All right, motherfucker. Sick of dealing with you. There you go. So now that I have this out, you're probably gonna ask me what I'm gonna do with it. No, I'm not gonna plasti dip it. Hell no. So I'm gonna take this extra piece of vinyl that I had laying around, and I'm gonna wrap it up. So this little trim piece has been on there for a really long time. I don't know if I'll be able to salvage it, but you know, if I can, I will. And put this over the little vinyl wrap. I think I can. I mean, these this is carbon fiber. It's a carbon fiber sticker. They tend to be a lot more durable than this normal style vinyl. And there's a reason why I'm vinyl wrapping this, and I'll show you more reason why. Of course, because, you know, I mean, it looks better than the silver trim piece. I'm gonna show you why later. So, got a little dirt and junk in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean that off. Some rubbing alcohol. Will I succeed in this vinyl wrap? You know, we'll see. I've never wrapped this piece before. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, you know what? I'll post a video anyways. It's always good to clean it off, you know, get all that oil and dust and all that stuff, just so your vinyl wrap sticks much better. You don't want the stuff or the ends lifting off, you know, after a while, or if it gets too hot. Not only that, I got a little chip mark right there. It looks like the paint was wearing off for some reason. I don't know, I don't actually hold the steering wheel in that area, so I'm not sure why that's coming off. And if I mess up, I have extra. So one thing I noticed when I was looking at it, you want to get the insides really good, because this part is going to still be seen when you put it in there. Yeah, so there's a little crevice right there, and you can see. And you don't want the silver part sticking out. If you have this black, it's going to stick out too much. And I'm not going to bore you through this process and see me wrap this. I just fast forward it a little bit. So I can already tell the toughest part is going to be this top part right here. Got my heat gun. Forgot to plug it in. So I'm gonna use the heat just to conform it around the edges a little bit better. I know, not the most exciting video ever, but it's something cheap, easy, that pretty much anyone can do. And there's probably a better way to do this. I just never done this before, so please bear with me. Now if you want, there's a much easier way you can do it. You can just get one of these at Subi Bros, and you don't have to go through this vinyl process, and you know, and it's actually a pretty nice looking piece, to be honest with you. So I figured, hey, you know, hey, I'm broke, I can't afford shit like that. I'll just make my own. A lot of this probably won't show up on camera well, but you know, I'm doing the best I can. Got one corner down. Looks all right, not too bad, but I just don't want any silver showing. All right, so I got the top part done, as you can see right there, and now I'm just gonna trim along this top part. Try to do it right without any wrinkles on the inside, even though nobody will ever see it, but you know, you just gotta have some kind of pride in your work. Now, let me see if I can form this inside piece. I can see there's little bubbles in there. So I had a little bubbling down here that wouldn't go away, so I just relieved the bottom part just to let some of the air out. I know this is supposed to be, you know, air release technology, but you know, sometimes that doesn't always work. And let me just trim all this stuff off and I'll show you the final results. See if I can put this old sticker back on. And there it is. I just got some cleaning up to do up top, right here, as you can see. I don't know if my camera will focus that close, but you can't really see all that part, but oh well, I'll trim it up in just a minute off camera. But bottom, it's all trimmed up. Just need some fine trimming down in there, so. Okay, so there it is, a little cheap $2 mod. In my opinion, it doesn't look as good as the real JDM piece, but from 2 feet away, you really can't tell, to be honest with you. So I'm the one driving my car. Not many people are gonna be looking that close at this trim piece. So, in my opinion, yeah. If you're looking for some vinyl, you can get it cheap on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. But this is real easy to do. Well, I shouldn't say real easy to do. I think the vinyl part is probably the hardest part out of this whole thing. So if you haven't vinyl wrapped anything, I suggest you get extra to practice and take some pride around in your edges when you trim. So that's about it. I'm gonna put this back in the car. And it's on. Just a little side note, you might have to drill the hole just a little bit bigger just so that you can get the screw on there at a straight angle. Otherwise, you won't be able to get into that hole that's in here. I know it's kind of hard to explain. If you do it, you'll know what I'm talking about, but very hard to explain. But the reason why I did this was to match some of the trim pieces that I've wrapped on the interior. If you're a new subscriber, you probably haven't seen it before, but let me just show you that. So a lot of the trim I've wrapped in gloss black. As you can see, that's the door. This is how the 2018s are gonna come. So maybe I'll just get some royalties. And it's a little bit dusty, but you know, it is what it is. But I do love this a lot better than the stock fake carbon fiber look that's in the OEM. So this is just wrapped in gloss black. So is this top piece and the middle of this vent piece, all in gloss black. And you can see that interior trim right over there. If I can get it to autofocus, that's also in gloss black. No more fake carbon fiber, which I think looks a hell of a lot better. Oh, and also this little trim piece, the shifter trim, is also wrapped in gloss black, piano black if you want to sound more fancy. So piano black interior trim wrap is what I call it. Interior is very dusty, but I can take care of that really easily. But that is about it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.